Hi, Amelia and Luca and Darcy. Today is Sunday, April 19th, and I pulled out a book that I think you would really like. I know you might have each heard it once, and it's kind of a new book to us. Kathleen bought me this book. This book is called Hey Grandude, and it's by Paul McCartney. And I know who you might think of when I'm reading this book. What do you think Grandude might tell you? What do you think it's going to be about? Let's take a look. Hey Grandude. Hey Grandude, written by Paul McCartney. And he wrote a little postcard here, which I thought was kind of nice. Maybe if you go somewhere, you can send me a postcard. I'll read to you what it says. My name is Edward Marshall Sr. I have 4 grandchildren. I call them chillers, and they call me Grandude. I live in a very normal house on a very normal street, but when my chillers come to stay, we go on great adventures that are far from normal. Sometimes things get a little bit out of hand, but everything always works out fine in the end. Come join us on an adventure. So this is an adventure book, and that's the postcard that Grandude is sending. Lucy and Tom and Em and Bob were spending a long weekend with their granddad. Today was one of those days when nothing felt quite right. It was gray and drizzly, and everybody was grumpy and too bored to be bothered. Cheer up, chillers, said Grandude. And he pulled out a pile of postcards from the back pocket of his trousers. Look at these. I'm going to show you which child is which, and you might be able to read some of the words. This is Lucy. This is Tom. This is Em. And this is Bob. Em picked out a postcard of a sandy beach and sparkling blue waters. I wish we could go there, Granddad. Well, let's see what we can do. Grandude reached into his coat pocket and he took out a shiny compass. Do you know what a compass is? It tells you where you're going. If you look at it, the arrows will point which way to walk. He gave his compass a rub and he waved it over the postcard. The needle started to spin round and round. See the compass needle spin, let the magic fun begin. Then, in a flash of magic, zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. And where are the kids? The children were standing on a golden beach with little waves tickling their toes. The water felt beautifully cool. We're on the beach from the postcard, Bob laughed as he splashed in the sea. But the magic compass hadn't finished yet. Huge flying fish leaped up from the sea. Hey, Grandude, they called. It's a school of flying fish, said Grandude. Come on, chillers, let's go for a ride. A school, whispered Lucy. I hope we don't have to do any homework. Do you know what kind of school she's thinking about? They skimmed across the shimmering blue waves. Right on the backs of the flying fish before coming to a rest again on the hot sand. They built sand castles. Oh, what does this remind you of? They built sand castles, and then they lay beneath a coconut tree eating ice cream. The memory of their gray, grumpy day was completely washed away, and they were perfectly happy until... Ouch! Cried Bob. What's the matter? A little crab scuttled across the beach. That crab pinched my toe, said Bob. Oh no! Suddenly, lots of crabs were scurrying out of the sea and heading straight toward Grandude and the children. What are they going to do? Hey, Grandude, said Em, can we go somewhere a little less pinchy? Oh, yes, I think we'd better hop to it, said Grandude, and he quickly waved the magic compass over another postcard. And this one had a picture of a cowboy. See the compass needle spin, let the magic fun begin. The magic flashed and sparkled, and once again, where do you think they're going to be? Zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. Grandude and the children found themselves in a desert valley with spiky green cactuses. A cowboy galloped toward them on a beautiful spotted horse. Hey, Grandude, called the cowboy, waving his hat in the air. Wow, what a handsome Appaloosa, said Grandude, admiring that horse. That's an Appaloosa. You might have one in some of your horse collections. Appaloosie, said Em. No, that's the kind of horse it is. It has nothing to do with me, said Lucy. Grandude gave a whistle, and 5 more horses came galloping up. He helped each of the children onto a horse, and there they raced through the valley. Whee, said Bob. Faster, yelled Lucy. But what was that cloud of dust on the horizon? What do you think it is? Can you see? Oh no, a herd of wild buffalo was rushing straight toward them. The canyon echoed with the sound of 100 hooves. But before they could ride to safety, Tom's horse reared up and it tumbled to the ground. Hold on, shouted Grandude. Oh, how do you think he's going to rescue him? Snatched a rope from the cowboy's saddle. With a twirl, he lassoed Tom and he hauled him right up onto his horse. Ride, chillers, cried Grandude, as fast as you can, ride. They cleared that stampede just in time. Hey, Grandude, panted Tom. Perhaps we could go someplace a little less stampy. Yes, good idea, said Grandude. And I think I need to cool down. Where could they go to cool down, I wonder? Once again, he whipped out his magic compass and he waved it over the postcard. See the compass needle spin. Let the magic fun begin. And look at there, he's got a postcard. Before the children could see the picture, magic sparkled and flashed. And in the blink of an eye, let's see where they go. Oh, zing, bang, sizzle, everything changed. They found themselves high up on a hill in the afternoon sun. The children laughed as they rolled in the sweet-smelling wildflowers that seemed to stretch on forever. Granddad pulled out his trusty guitar and began strumming a song. "Hey, Grandude," mooed some friendly cows. Their bells tinkled along to the tune. Grandude drew a small telescope from his pocket, and they took turns looking at those snow-capped peaks. That would be fun. But soon they heard a rumbling sound. What could it be? "Oh no! Oh, Grandude, look!" yelled Lucy as she peered through the telescope. What do you think she sees? A huge wall of snow was sliding down the mountains above. "Avalanche! Quick, chillers!" cried Grandude. "Jump!" Do you know what an avalanche is? When snow slides down a mountain, they're running. Do you think they'll get away? Just before the wave of snow reached them, Grandude and the children leaped onto one of the cows. "Up, cow, up!" Grandude cried. Magic swirled from the compass, lifting them all higher and higher off the ground, sailing them safely through the sky with the sea of snow rushing beneath them. "Swiss cows are exceptionally good flyers," said Grandude. "And look at them, I wonder where they're going to go flying to. Maybe another adventure?" Now, riding a flying cow is a lot of fun, but it had been a very long day. "Oh, hey, Grandude," said Lucy with a yawn. "Maybe we could go to somewhere a little more sleepy," said Grandude with a chuckle. "That sounds like a very good idea." And this time, instead of a postcard, Grandude pulled out a photograph of his own house from his back pocket. Where do you think they're going to go? Magic compass, one more spin. It's time for bedtime to begin. He waved his compass over it, making the magic sparkle and spin. And just like that, zing, bang, sizzle, they were back in Grandude's living room, and the compass hadn't even finished yet. With a final flash of magic, the children were changed and ready for bed. Their teeth were brushed, their faces were washed, and they were all tucked in for the night. And in 5 minutes flat, Tom and Bob and Lucy and Em were fast asleep. Dreaming of their next adventure. And this is their little dream bubble. It says, "See the compass needle spin. Let the magic fun begin. Good night, Grandude." And what do you think Grandude's doing? I bet he's snoring, right? I hope you enjoyed that story. See the magic needle spin. Let the magic fun begin. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story, girls, and I want to tell you something very special. The author of this book, Hey Grandude, was a very famous songwriter, and he played in a very famous band. And when Granddad and I were young, we used to love his songs. We're going to sing you one of our favorite songs because this is the way we feel about you. We love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. We love you, yeah, yeah, yeah. We love you, yeah, 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 yeah.
No, that's horrible.
I was laughing.